Court now in session. Plaintiff, you may now begin. Well, plaintiff.
I was sitting in my newly refurbished space station.
Death Star.
Luxury Death Station Star. With a view. When all of a sudden, this boy, his sister, their two pet droids attacked it and blew it up out of nowhere. A little brat.
I object.
So sustained.
Your Honor, if I may look at this from both sides and attempt disco logoi, Lord Vader would have you believe that we maliciously destroyed his dream space station in a feeble attempt to equalize because of jealousy of such a luxurious abode. We would have you believe that we rescued the galaxy from a tyrannical Sith overlord bent on shrouding it in domination. But why do we have such different worldly views? Well, Your Honor, it has to do with social conventions that surround us and how they were constructed. This is no Jedi mind trick. It's all thanks to Judith Butler, who first developed the idea that performatives not only change reality through social conventions, but they also construct reality and the conventions by which they are used. Since I was always taught there is no try, only do, we will do the unthinkable and attempt change and change it to the thinkable.
You don't have the ball.
According to gender performativity, you might be right. Take it, R2.
Butler's work on gender performativity was what really got the gears grinding in minds of scholars.
Wait. You're a female?
That's right. You see, Butler questioned the extent to which we can assume that a given individual can be said to constitute him or herself, and to what extent our sex, and in turn gender, is determined for us by our place within language and convention. Because I perform the societal norm of a male, flying a jet, saving the princess, fighting in battles, I can be thought of as a male. But how was this constructed? Performativity would be the repetition of social conventions that slowly construct society and the conventions they carry. People of the same sex would do the same things they saw, like monkey see, monkey do.
What is this monkey?
Earth animal. According to society, men are supposed to act a certain way. Look at any Old Spice commercial. This bold concept sparked interest in the queer theorists of the 1990s that sexuality was also constructed. The floor is yours, C-3PO. You can use rhetorical marginality to your advantage.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, give it up. Your game with David Bowie.
Oh dear. Now that he, she, D2 explain gender performativity, you can see how easily the idea of sexuality being constructed could come about. Pay attention. Queer theorists challenge heteronormativity and argue that sexuality is as much a social construct as gender. This idea was an attempt to debunk the essentialist view of gender and sexuality as fixed traits. Scholar Judith Pringle, who by the way is fabulous, also attempts to reframe gender and sexuality altogether, stating that managing gender is experienced as managing heterosexuality. She coins the term heterogender as a way of showing that we assume gender as much as we assume heterosexuality. Therefore, I am socially assumed as heterosexual until you clear this space.
I object. Droids are both genderless and sexless.
Arguments could be made.
Sustained.
But, Your Honor, all of this was sorry for cutting your leg off. But, Your Honor, all of this was necessary in showing you how each of our identities are performed and constructed. We are all products of our social conventions.
That still doesn't explain why you blew up Lord Vader's moon.
It's not a moon. It's a space station.
Whatever.
We did it because He is evil. He's corrupted by the dark side. He's dressed all in black, and he never paid child support for either of us.
I'm racist. I give you life, and this is how you repay me.
No choking in travel court!
Oh, sorry, Your Honor, I just carried away. But as I was saying, and I'm going to need my reference for this, as I was saying, you know, many racial theorists argue that race is a social construct, and that the hierarchy of races is implemented and seen by the perpetuation of racism, racial insubordinations, and discrimination. By you saying that I am a part of the dark side, don't pay child support, and therefore am evil, is an example of racial performativity at its best. It only furthers this hierarchy that our historically oppressive society has built.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. And sorry for assuming you were gay, C-3PO. And sorry for assuming you were male, R2. And sorry you didn't have much to say, Leia. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, son. You know, I'm sorry for never paying child support, and I want to make it up to you. Let's build this space station together.
Oh, yeah.
Help me step off this station.
Okay.
Wow. I guess
Good evening, and welcome.
Activity is a powerful and eye-opening concept. Hey, is my way to social construct also?
No, obesity has been medically proven to be unhealthy. However, arguments could be made and have been made as to whether or not our social conventions see you as beautiful.
Ah, thanks, man.
No problem.
Court adjourned.
Next time on The People's Court, a simulation of actual court cases. Another Long Beach State student calls out a certain professor over ethically questionable assignments known as taking out. See the pandemonium here on The People's Court, a simulation of actual court cases.